What's the most brutal comeback you've ever heard? When my younger brother was about 13, I noticed he had come home from school with a bit of a black eye and I asked him how he'd gotten it. He wouldn't tell me what had happened and I thought he seemed a bit ashamed when I asked him about it. So I assumed he'd lost a fight and I left it alone. A few weeks later, I heard what had happened from one of his friends who witnessed the event. There was a kid named Joe who went to school with my brother who he'd known since he'd started primary school at about 5 or 6 years old. Now Joe was a bit of a jerk. His father had died at a young age. I suspect this was why Joe was always quick to fly off the handle and had a hard time fitting in. He had a reputation for winding people up and generally being a pain in the ass when he was around. My mom was friends with his mom, and I knew that Joe was usually a good kid at home, but acted out because he lacked support, and I know he still took his dad's death pretty hard. He would run his mouth about anything or anyone that he wanted to, but he usually wouldn't resort to actual violence. A few days before the incident, our father had just gotten a bonus from work and bought himself a sleek new sports car which has a bit of a feminine look to it. Joe had decided to choose this as his ammo for having a laugh at my brother's expense on the bus ride home. Joe said, "Hey, does your dad do his nails and style his hair? He's driving a girl's car." My brother replied with, "What does your dad drive? A coffin?" When I asked my brother about why he lost the fight,